Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and this is part 3 to a video on Unit 4 exam review. Um, so, basically we started with some equations here, then we did literal equations and some inequalities, and last we're going to finish up on some bigger inequality problems and some word problems. Okay? Now, right here for 24, 25, and 26, it's not a lot of space to squeeze that in there. So I apologize for those who have this worksheet and trying to get this in. But what I'm going to do is show you a secret. And if it works for you, great. But if it doesn't, just keep doing it the way you've been doing it. If you did get a separate sheet of paper, feel free to do that. But I'm going to show you a trick so I can show you how to kind of make these tight spaces fit in and maybe save a little work here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here as far as I can. All right, and try to solve this one. All right, so here we go. All right, now first I'm going to distribute. All right, I'm going to distribute this -2. All right, so I'm going to have 11. Negative times a positive is a negative. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative times a positive, oh, put the x. Negative times a positive is a negative. 2 times 1 is 2. Greater than or equal to, and everything else is just going to rewrite. 9k plus 6. All right, zoom in a little more now. And I probably can get everything in, but I'm still going to show you the little trick. Alright, so here I got like terms, 11 and -2. We're going to combine those, and that's going to get you -4x, and then 11 minus 2 is 9, positive 9, greater than or equal to -9k plus 6. Alright, so here's the trick. I say move the letters to the left and numbers to the right. You could do that all in the same step. So I can add 9k so that this cancels out, and add it over here to the hold up. Alright, hang on just a second. Okay, it seems to be a misprint. They got this K in here and it shouldn't be. So I'm gonna take this K out and just put X. Alright, so let me go back over it. Okay. So here we distribute the -2, -4x, -2. Bring down the -9x plus 6. Alright. And then I wrote out the 9x here. I'm adding 9x on both sides. And then I'm going to subtract the 9. All in the same step. Okay, so I got the letters canceling out on the right and the numbers canceling out on the left. Okay, here, 9 plus 4, different signs find the difference. You're going to have 5x is greater than or equal to 6 plus a -9, different signs find the difference, -3. And then you just divide by 5. Okay, it doesn't come out, but it is positive, so we keep the sign the same, and x is greater than or equal to -3 over 5. All right, let's look at 25. Okay, so here's another inequality. I'm going to try to zoom in here, and I'm going to do the little trick again. So we're going to distribute this -3. Everything else stays the same. We got 8s plus 2, 26 less than 6s. Negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 6 is 18. Negative times a positive is a negative. And 3 times 2 is 6. Alright, we're going to add these like terms here. -18 and +6. And everything else is going to stay the same. So this is going to get you -12. Uh-oh, too many ones. 12s minus 6. and everything else is going to stay the same. 8s plus 26. And now we have two variables on both sides and two numbers on both sides. We're going to move the letters to the left, numbers to the right. Instead of subtracting 12, we add 12s on both sides, like so. This will cancel out. 8 plus 12 is 20. S plus 26 less than negative 6. Oh, I forgot to do the trick, but no problem. I'm just going to go ahead and do it regular. Subtract 26 on both sides. 26 cancels out. 20s is less than negative 32. Divide by 20. And it's positive, so we don't change the sign. And s is equal to negative 32 over 20, which can be reduced. So if you divide the numerator and the denominator by 4, you'll get negative 8 over 5. So this is your final answer. All right, let's take a look at this next inequality problem. All right, we're going to distribute. We got negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 1 is 3. Bring the x. Negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 2 less than 11. All right, we got like terms here on the same side of the inequality. Negative 12, positive 2. Different signs, find the difference. You're going to have negative 3x minus 10 less than 11. Do the opposite of minus 10 and add 10 on both sides. 11 plus 10 is going to get you 21. Bring down the negative 3x. Divide by negative 3. Don't forget to swap the inequality because you're dividing by negative. And you got x is greater than negative 7. All right, and those are all the inequalities. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of word problems, and that'll be it. Okay, so with this word problem here, what they want us to do is they want us to read the word problem, solve it, and say what it means in words. Okay, so right here is where I'm going to solve it, and right here is I'm going to describe it in words. But as I read it, I am going to write out the inequality, because this is an inequality, and then solve it. So under her cell phone plan, Sophie pays a flat cost of $57. I'm going to zoom in here and zoom back out. $57.50. All right. She pays $5 per gigabyte. So I'm going to zoom back in. We're going to add the $5 for every gigabyte. 5 times the gigabyte. Alright, she wants to keep a bill under $70 per month. How many gigabytes while using, left something out. How many gigabytes can Sophie use while staying within her budget? Alright, so she wants to be under 70, so it has to be less than 70. Alright, and now we're just working from here. We're going to subtract 57.50 on both sides. Okay, this will cancel out, leaving 5 gigabytes less than 70 minus 57.50 is 12.5. Then we're going to divide by 5, like so. Alright, this will cancel out, and you'll have G is less than 12.5 divided by 5, which is 2.5. Alright, so the next part is describing words what your answer means to the situation. Well, here's the deal. I really don't know how you can buy gigabytes, but if you have to buy them as a whole gigabyte, then you can. It would have to be no more than two. No more than 2 gigabytes. Now, if you could buy them like partially, then it's no more than 2.5 gigabytes. However you sell gigabytes. All right, let me take a look at this last problem. All right, so last problem here. Let me make sure it's the last problem. Yep, last problem. All right, and I am going to change colors to my thicker one here, the red. All right. So here, rental car company charges $76 per day to rent a car, 7 cents for every mile driven. Zima has at most $250 to spend. How many days can Xmina afford to rent while staying within budget? So it's the $76, okay, plus 0.07 cents per mile. I'm using M for mile, and it has to be less than or equal to 250. That's the at most. All right, I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna subtract 76 on both sides. Okay, 0.07. Bring that down. M less than or equal to 250 minus 76 is 174. And now I'm going to divide by 0.07, 0.07, and M is less than or equal to, and the calculator gives me this big huge decimal number, 24857. That's point right here, 0.7142. Okay, and I don't know how they charge for miles. I don't know if you go to point 0.7, they charge you an extra mile. But let's just say they do. You can't go over 2,485 miles. So that means has to be they have to be less or equal to 2,485 miles. Okay, and that's the two-word problems. And that's the review. That's it. Again, I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Wiz videos. Have a nice day.